Hello YouTube, this is your boy Caillou14 and we're back again with another gameplay of War of the Light Part 2. Well, this is the first one, but yeah, you get it. Just checking this guy to make sure his gear's up to par, don't feel like struggling. Because I just recently changed my power from quantum to gadgets and from gadgets to mental. Let's see how mental is. And my loadout, I'm not so happy with it right now, but I changed it recently, so it's much better. But this was before I made so it's my change, but changing my loadout, so it's gonna be a bit rough. But I'm just really showing you guys how the new duo is. I like it personally. I like it. It's a bit fun. It's not too hard, but it's not too easy. It's moderate, but it's pretty cool. The only problem I have with it is the names of the ads that pop up. Like, come on, powerful what you call it? Powerful orange lantern. They could definitely come up with a better name than that. They could come up with something like something. I know, you know what I mean. But they could come up with a better name than this orange lantern. They should have been a bit more creative. I'm sure there's enough time before they release the DLC to create some proper names. Even if they had to repeat some of the names, but they could have done better. But bottom line, this DLC is okay, but it's not what I'm looking forward to. The gear is nice because they dropped the Hive Defender gear styles in here now. That way you don't have to do Hive Moonbase to get the Hive Defender gear style, or have to spend 70 marks of Triumph, 70 marks of Fury to buy it. But that's pretty cool. That's one good thing, so you can get an easy Hive Defender style in here. Feat. And I think you do get a 25-point feat when you complete this mission, which is really great. And there's a lot of feats to get, man, and so it's gonna be fun to get them. But the missions have been tweaked a little bit. Like, the duo is just fine. I think the duo is okay, but I started off a bit rough because of the change of power and a whole bunch of crap. But my new live is much better. But duo's fun with the 4-man now. Which one was it? One of the 4-man is just like this duo, but only thing is that instead of fighting on 2 different floors, you fight on 3 different floors. And the last fight is just terrible, because after you fight past the first floor where you fight all these mobs, you go upstairs and fight another set of waves of mobs again. Then you go on the 3rd floor, we gotta fight Larfleas and a bunch of other mobs, where you have to go inside of the battery, the Green Lantern power battery, and fight off their guardian, spirit guardian or something. But you know what I mean. So yeah. So, but in the duel we started off a bit rough because I didn't really understand what to be done, and these ads were just bullying me, and I went down. I fought a couple of times, but in the end I came through, and we did what we had to do, and we got it done. With the raid now, I think the raid, they could have done a little bit more with the raid. I'm sorry if I'm kind of straying off topic or I'm kind of bringing up all the things, but I'm just giving you a quick thing because I don't think I'm be making the video about the raid because it's stupid. I don't think I'll be doing the raid and the alerts anymore. Not to demotivate anybody, that's my preference, how I feel. But with the raid now, the biggest mistake, one of the big mistakes I found out is that if you're in a group, if you join a random raid, if you queue up and you go into a group, it starts off in an open world. It starts off in an open world, and when you're in the open world now, once you're in the open world, not everybody's in phase with each other. You got phase with everybody. Got to get together and phase with one person to be in a phase with each other, which is stupid. Like, if you join a mission or queue up, you should automatically be in phase with that person. The second problem with it is the fact that there's nothing but ads. Like, the ads just keep on coming. They keep on coming. Like, there's ads everywhere, constantly fighting and giving you a hard time. So it's kind of rough in the open world. When you fight the first boss for the raid, the new T6 raid now, the first boss would be Zatanna. Impassionate Zatanna, that's her name. Impassionate Zatanna. That's a big problem right there. Like, for one, they could have been a little bit more creative with who they use as bosses. Like, you know how with the Green Lanterns they have Killer Walk, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner for their guard for their they say bosses for the enemy side. That's who the enemies would fight on the villain side. And for Sinestro, they would have Sinestro, Hank Shaw, and I can't remember. I think it was General something. But the Pink Lanterns now, they mostly bring back old bosses like the Penguin, Captain Cold, and Zatanna and Wonder Woman, which is kind of boring because I was looking forward to seeing new bosses or new general bosses, somebody that's overpowered that I haven't ever seen yet, that would teach me something new about the Lantern Corps, make me a little bit more excited. So that was a big letdown for the raids, so that was kind of terrible. And the same way how Krazer from Lockdown would teleport and drop an AoE under you, with Zatanna has a similar move except she teleports towards you, then one-shots you. And it's next to impossible to see it coming. So that's a big no-no. They could have done something better than that. Something that we haven't seen. Alright, now, the other problem I found with doing these missions now is that they have these things that keep popping up that drop bombs. It's not too bad, but it gets kind of annoying, so I'm kind of iffy about it. So I'm gonna be all over the place with information right now, guys, so please forgive me. The second big problem I found was the fact that you and Sinestro Corps are on the same side now. Like, come on, this is DC Universe. The whole thing is based on villains and heroes, and then there's Brainiac. We fought Brainiac a couple times in the past in other DLCs, but then that was it. What happened to Brainiac? What happened to the bad and good fight against Brainiac? Then the other problem is that the good and bad are working together now to face off against a single enemy, which is not so bad. Kind of ironic. Kind of iffy about that too, but it's whatever. I think it should have been more about good versus bad. That's what this mission should be about. So there you saw me message this guy telling him I changed my powers recently. So I didn't create my troller role. I didn't set up my troller loadout and my skill points, so I can't switch to a troll to play support role for him. So that's kind of rough. And the other problem was the dailies. For dailies in the battle zone now, for the battle zone, you need to have at least 4 people when you're doing the dailies. You need a tank, a troller, and a healer, and a DPS. Because the ads in the battle zone just keep on coming, and they never stop. Like, once you kill them, more spawn. For instance, you gotta do one single mission, you gotta do one single objective, and there's one ad. When you go fight that one ad, like 10, 20, 15 more ads come up attacking you. And even just 1 or 2 of them alone could kill you. So that makes it a bit difficult, whether you have high level gear or not. So that is really annoying. But this is just a heads up, so when you're doing it, you remember to bring a friend or 2 friends with you to help you out. Definitely. And it was even harder for me since I changed my power, so yeah, and I ran out of power real quick with this loadout and stuff that I was using well, my previous loadout, so that's kind of bad. But I like the idea that they were trying to create. I love the idea, really I do. I just think they could have been a little bit more creative with the characters they put in. Like, for one, all the ads you're fighting right now are constructs, or if they're not constructs and they're other lanterns, they could have did a little bit better on the image. Same way have Guy Gardner and Kyle Rayner as a human, and then they have the auras around them, or Sinestro with the aura around him. They could create other beings, whether they're human or aliens or monsters, just as long as they look more realistic. The ads you see right now just looks like pure constructs, and they all have the same name, so it's kind of boring, just looking at the same thing over and over. When you're fighting the Pink Lanterns now, it's not bad at all because they look kind of cool, they really do. But those chicks hit harder than the Amazons, man. They hit hard. Like, damn.
Just hurry up.
hit it real hard.
You're going to feel a surge of energy,
But
don't worry. They will be where your power.
I don't know. This DLC got a whole lot that could have been worked on. What I'm really mostly excited about with this DLC is that I get new feats to work on. Cause I grind for feats day and night. As soon as I do my dailies and all my other stuff, I just go straight to my feats, start grinding.
Now
So,
we're talking.
yeah.
No more holding back.
On top DPS. Oh, second. But it's pretty okay DLC. And it turns out it's not the solo, duo, and alerts only. They actually add in the raid, which you could tell because I mentioned the raid earlier. It's now, I think they're saying something about solo so far in my thing. They keep giving missions about solos, but I just can't figure out how to access my solos yet. So if anybody knows about that, please post it in the comments below so I can know how to access my solos, because it's not in my queue up menu. For my duos now, this is one of them. They only gave you one duo. For the alerts, they gave you 2 alerts and 1 raid, if I'm correct. I didn't check if there was 2 raids. I know for a fact there's 1 raid and 2 alerts and 1 duo. Alright, for the duo now, you get 95 gear drops, but when you beat the last boss, you get 96 gear drop. Oh, sorry. Ooh, I'm feeling gassy. Sorry. So that isn't too bad. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I don't really understand how I'm getting healed, but I am. Oh, and he died, and I just didn't realize he was dying, and by the time I realized he was dying, it was too late. So there's a feat for not popping any of the orange barrels when you go into the rooms, just like when they're doing breach. Try not to pop the barrels, get rid of the barrels before you go into the room. That way you get a 25-point feat if I'm correct for doing this. Yeah, that's quite a bit of feats. There's a lot of feats, and they're gonna be annoying and fun at the same time to do, because you're gonna have to redo it with different groups just to get it right. But some of the feats require you to have 4 people that you're gonna constantly do the alert with to get a certain feat, so everybody has the same objective to get done. But these ads, they remind me just like the rage ads. They're in Ferris aircraft and stuff like that. So you kill them, they get up and attack you, and then you kill them, they get up again and attack you some more. So, but I think there could have been something more about them. Give them a face, a body. Well, they have a body type, but a face, a look, a personality. Like,
All right, here it goes.
just looking like a construct is kind of boring. I want to see different faces, something I haven't seen before. You find out when you do the alerts and the raids, you'll notice there's throwbacks, like old characters like the Penguin, Captain Cold, people that weren't really in the game that much as a necessary part of the missions. I just think the DLCs are all over the place. They're just all over the place. Like, one minute you're finding Brainiac. No, one minute you're finding Brainiac, then you're finding Brother Eye, then you're finding Brainiac. Then come the Lanterns, you're finding the Lanterns. Then after that, you're finding Darkseid and everybody. Then you find Lanterns again, you got the Amazons.